Welcome back to the farm. I've been gone for the last 6 days. This is my first day back. We've kind of got a speed run of stuff to get done, and I have my helper. So Xander is here with me for at least the next 2 months, taking care of the animals while I can't get around, and taking care of me while I can't get around. But we've got 2 days to get some substantial work done, and we are going to start with compost bins. Alright, you can take this and put it on the wagon. I put these you want to just use your hands and scoop this up into that bag. I'll break that side. Just break that. This side. What are you gonna do? Alright, we are gonna take a couple shovelfuls of this, dump it on here. And then we're going to shake it to let all the dirt go through, and anything that doesn't go through, we're going to dump in the middle bin. That's worms. Yeah. We're just going to kind of shake it a little bit. It's supposed to go like that. All right, so that compost is very wet, and we made the mistake of putting the used rabbit litter into the compost bin, but the straw just matted instead of breaking down properly. So we're going to just move everything into the next bay and just keep turning that to try and get that hay to break down. So in the meantime, I've got to re-clean up these beds here to put my brassicas in, because those have to go in today. So Xander is going to move that compost, and I am going to weed those beds. Good evening, and welcome back for one last round in the garden before everything stops. And unfortunately, I only have about an hour. We've been running around doing errands to get everything ready for the house so that Xander can take care of things and me while I'm down. And it's almost 5 o'clock and we just got back. And I promised him I'd take him out for dinner before I couldn't drive anymore. So I told him to give me an hour in the garden and then we'd call it, and that'll be all I can get done. So I have some seeds to plant. I have some starts to get planted. I soaked some more peas to replant some of the peas because they got too dry and didn't take. So I want to get those started. I don't think I'm going to have time to put mulch down. or I'll come out with a headlamp and do it later, although we've got threatening thunderstorms, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anything done. So we are not going to worry about what I can and can't get done. We are just going to do what I can. So I'm going to start with planting these seeds. I got sunflowers and cucumbers and beans to get planted. So let's start rushing. And just like that, I'm out of time. I ran out of time to get the seed snails with the chard and the kale planted and the Brussels sprouts. So I literally just planted the whole roll in the garden soil. So the roots can still go down and do their thing. And when it's time, I can dig them out and separate them and plant them properly. I say it's going to be somebody else that I can get to do it. Agnes is going to try and come next week. I've got Xander. He's not a great gardener, but if I can get out and about, maybe I can sit here and supervise him. And everything else, I got all the brassicas from yesterday all mulched. I wish I'd had enough time to hoe and mulch these other beds, but I didn't. So it is what it is, and we'll do it when it's time to plant the tomatoes. So those 2 far rows are going to be tomatoes. This nearer one here is probably going to be flowers or whatever else I managed to find to put in there. I planted summer squash. That bed, I don't remember what. Oh, beans are going in that far bed. My nightmare bed. We'll get those. And this bed closest to the greenhouse is going to get the peppers. So I can't do peppers, tomatoes for a couple more weeks. Corn, same thing. The corn and the winter squash. It's really too early for me to have planted the summer squash, but I'm hoping that if we do have a surprise frost, they won't have sprouted yet, so it won't be a problem. I think the frosts we had the last couple of nights have done a job on my asparagus crop. Let me show you. I'd never heard of asparagus doing this, but they've all just kind of flopped over, like just limp. This one, same thing, just flopped. And I'm thinking that they froze and it messed with the cell structure, and so they just can't support themselves, which is disappointing because that probably means I won't get any asparagus this year. Oh well. I kind of went through something similar last year. If you were here, you'll remember we had rain all through May, which made it take forever for me to get the new garden dug. And then I went away for a week, and then I got sick for 3 weeks, and the garden just got away from me. So I'm feeling better this year that at least I have most stuff in the ground. And anything that isn't in the ground isn't supposed to be in the ground, but I will try and get help to get that done, and it'll be what it'll be. At least I know I will have garlic and potatoes and onions and squash and maybe carrots. The carrots seem to be germinating, but I'm not committing to anything on that yet, so you can't see it yet. I replanted the peas. I've got all my cauliflower, broccoli, cabbages planted. So even if I do nothing else, I think I'm in pretty good shape. That's it for the week. I may check in with you from the hospital. I'll do a follow-up maybe when I get back. I have no idea what state I'm going to be in when I get back. I may be drugged out of my mind for the next 2 weeks. So we'll see. So come back and see what we get up to. Good night, everybody.